The first time she locked the door after we finished, I didn't think much of it. I was lying there, still catching my breath, when she stood up quietly, walked to the door, and turned the key. Click. Then she came back like nothing happened. I looked at her. She smiled and pressed her body against mine, like she didn't just lock us in. That was the night I started paying attention. Her name is Adiz. We've been married for just 2 months. Not even 3 yet. I met her through one of those God said she's the one kind of setups. My friend's cousin. Calm girl. Soft voice. No drama. Me? My name is Somto. 35. I run a printing press in town. I'm not much of a talker, and I don't like stress. That was one of the reasons I married her. She looked like peace. But that night, lying there staring at the ceiling, something inside me refused to rest. Why lock the door after? Not before. Not when we came in. After. Like she was hiding something or expecting something. The second time it happened, I asked her gently, "Do you always lock the door at night?" She looked at me and said, "Why not? Are you expecting someone?" I laughed, but deep down I was watching her. And then it became a pattern. We'd make love. She'd get up quietly, lock the door, come back to bed and press her body to mine like nothing was strange. But last night, I noticed something different. When she locked the door, she didn't just turn the key. She whispered something under her breath, like a prayer or a warning. And when she came back to bed, she didn't touch me. She just turned to the wall and said one thing in a quiet voice. "You must never open that door when I'm asleep." Adiz had already turned her back to me. Her breathing was soft, steady, like someone who had said what she needed to say and moved on. But me, I couldn't sleep. Her words kept echoing in my head. "You must never open that door when I'm asleep." Why? Why would a woman say that to her own husband? I turned on my side and stared at her back. Normally, I'd wrap my arm around her and pull her close. But that night, something held me back. Not fear exactly, but something close. We've only been married 2 months. And in that time, everything has been calm. Too calm. Adiz isn't the loud or dramatic type. She doesn't yell, doesn't nag, doesn't complain. She wakes up early, makes breakfast, goes about her day quietly. No issues. And at first, I loved it. Who wouldn't? After all, peace of mind is better than six-pack abs. But now, I'm starting to wonder. She never gets angry. Even when I do things that would annoy any normal woman, she just smiles and says, "It's fine." That's not normal. She barely talks about her family. I've asked a few times casually, "When will I meet your mom? What about your siblings?" She'd smile and say, "Soon. 2 months now." Nothing. I've introduced her to my people. My mom likes her. My older sister, Amaka, is still observing her, but at least she's polite. But Adiz? No effort. No phone call. Not even a, "Let me say hi to your mom." Nothing. One day, I even joked about it. "Adiz, are you trying to be invisible to my family?" She laughed. "It's not like that." "So what is it like?" She looked at me for a moment, then said, "Some things take time. Let's just enjoy this phase first." I dropped it, but it stayed on my mind. One afternoon, I invited my mom to come spend the weekend with us. I didn't tell Adiz ahead of time. I didn't want her to overthink it. The moment my mom arrived at the gate and called for me to open it, Adiz disappeared into the bedroom. I didn't even realize she had gone until 10 minutes later. When she finally came out, her face was calm, but her eyes were red, like she'd been crying or fighting sleep. My mom didn't notice. She was busy checking out the house, giving light advice here and there. But that night, Adiz didn't sleep. She stayed up the whole night, sitting on the floor at the edge of the bed, praying softly. I heard her murmuring things in Igbo, low and deep like an elderly woman. I didn't say anything. I just watched. The next day, after my mom left, I tried to hold her. She gently pulled away and said, "Not today." It was the first time she refused my touch. I didn't argue. I just got up, stepped outside, sat on the balcony, and called my sister. "Amaka," I said, "be honest with me. What do you think about Adiz?" She paused. Then she said, "She's too quiet, Somto. That girl is hiding something. But it's not my place to say. You're the one living with her." That night, I made up my mind. I waited until the D's had fallen asleep. Her back was turned, like always. I tiptoed to the door and slowly reached for the key. My hand was just about to touch it when I heard her voice. Cold, clear, wide awake. If you turn that key, something will turn in your life. If you don't want to miss part 2 of this story, quickly hit the like button and drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as to receive notification when it is posted.